Good evening. Well, let's bring you up to speed, shall we? On Monday, 430 people crossed the English Channel. Yesterday, Tuesday, the official figure was 884. Nearly all young men, mostly from Albania. And today, we don't quite yet know the numbers, but it almost certainly will be over 500. That's over 2,000 this week. The Manston Reception Centre will be full once again, and hotels will be filling up all over the country, especially in seaside holiday towns. It gets worse and worse. It's through 44,000. If the calm weather continues, goodness knows what the numbers may be. And yet, in Prime Minister's questions today, Rishi Sunak was asked a question about Brexit. This was his response.
Straightforwardly, I was proud to support Brexit. It was the right thing for this country. It allows us to, first of all, get control of our borders, which is incredibly important, and reduce migration.
It allows us to take control of our borders, in which case, Prime Minister, and the two preceding Prime Ministers, let's add Mrs May in as well, why haven't you done it? Because we're not controlling our borders in any way at all. Legal immigration is now at an all-time record. Illegal immigration is completely out of control. To simply say it allows us to control our borders. I mean, what is this man thinking? But it got worse, because Paul Bristow, who was the Conservative Member of Parliament for Peterborough, got up and made this point.
The number of people crossing the Channel is a national emergency. The number of migrants in hotels is a national emergency. Isn't it time we had a Cobra-style committee involving the DWP, DLUC, the Home Office and led by Number 10 to tackle this crisis?
Prime Minister. Well, Mr. Speaker, I share my honourable friend's frustration, and I want to reassure him that we will do whatever it takes to reduce the number of illegal crossings to this country, take any new powers that we need to. I look forward to working with him to ensure we can do that, because this is fundamentally about our sovereignty, Mr. Speaker, and the proper control of our borders. Whilst the Labour Party have tried to oppose every measure we have taken, we will keep going, because we need to make sure that we stop the crossings.
No, Prime Minister, Paul Bristow MP isn't just a bit frustrated. He's asking you to declare an emergency. That was simply brushed aside. And then the PM says, we will do whatever it takes. He must be deluded. He will not do whatever it takes. It will need redefining the 1951 definition of a refugee, designed in an age when people might be murdered if they weren't given refugee status, not given for huge numbers of people who are basically economic migrants. Number two, it will mean us leaving the European Convention on Human Rights, amending the Human Rights Act in this country. Three major big changes that need to be put in place. Otherwise, I promise you folks, nothing is going to change. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, this issue alone will bring down the Conservative Party at the next election. And yet, he stands there, as have previous Home Secretaries and Prime Ministers, promising us they will do whatever they need to do. I think he is deluded. He's kidding himself that somehow it's going to be sorted out when he hasn't got the resolve to do it. Do you agree with me? Is he deluded? Farage at GBNews.uk. I really think that he is. Now, look.